Sounds of applause echoed around the United Nations General Assembly chamber in New York as 153 out of 193 member states backed an immediate humanitarian ceasefire in the Gaza Strip. However, the United States looked increasingly isolated with its vote against the ceasefire motion. This adopted resolution expressed grave concern of the catastrophic humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip and the suffering of the Palestinian civilian population. Only 10 nations, including the US, Israel, Austria, voted against. 23 nations, including UK and Germany, abstained.
Draft Resolution A/ES10.
Any ceasefire right now would be temporary at the best and dangerous at worst. Dangerous to Israelis, who would be subject to relentless attacks, and also dangerous to Palestinians, who deserve the chance to build a better future for themselves, free from Hamas.
India voted in favor of the draft resolution for a ceasefire and unconditional release of hostages. That's a change from the earlier stand in October, where India was one of the countries that abstained to vote on a resolution for an immediate humanitarian truce in the Israel-Hamas conflict. The resolution comes amid desperate Palestinian hopes for an emphatic result at the United Nations General Assembly. Anti-war protesters around the world have demanded an end to Israel's pounding of Gaza.
Today was a historic day in terms of the powerful message that was sent from the General Assembly, and it is our collective duty to continue in this path until we see an end to this aggression against our people, to see this war stopping against our people. It is our duty to save lives.
On the other hand, the Israeli representative denounced the resolution for failing to mention Hamas atrocities. He said a vote for a ceasefire was a vote for the survival of jihadist terror and the continued suffering of the people of Gaza.
A ceasefire means one thing and one thing only: ensuring the survival of Hamas, ensuring the survival of genocidal terrorists committed to the annihilation of Israel and Jews. This is no secret. Hamas's charter makes this clear, and Hamas leaders have publicly stated that October 7th was just a rehearsal.
Palestinian Authority ambassador to the UN, Mansour, called the vote historic. Israel's ambassador said a ceasefire would mean survival for Hamas, which has publicly committed to annihilating Israel and Jews. At a Hanukkah candle-lighting ceremony this week, President Biden reaffirms that he is a Zionist supporting Israel's rights to self-defense. But at a campaign fundraising event on Tuesday night, he warns that Israel is losing international support. US National Security Advisor Sullivan will be in Israel later this week, reportedly to talk about a timetable for moving the war from a high-intensity operation to lower-level operations. Meanwhile, Israel has indicated that the war will continue until there is no longer a threat to Israel and the 135 remaining Israeli hostages have been returned. This is Jodie Cohen for WION World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.